Good morning, everybody. Y here with the Burgs Run, and it is Monday, August the 7th, and it is not early morning. It is morning, it's just not early. I have been working all morning already. So I'm going to take a small break, and I'm going to try to finish this little section right here. So I am almost finished with this canvas, y'all. So if you look up here, that's the top. Here's the next. Let me turn that. Here's the next section. And there's the top. So I have 2 rows and a very little bit of this section right here to complete. And I hope to have this done this week. This week. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. So, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning to my video, if you're returning to my channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you like what you see and want to stick around, and welcome, welcome. So with that out of the way, let's start with this red one here. It is a number 4. So I hope you all had a really good weekend. I was not on doing a video yesterday. I diamond painted first thing in the morning, and then we met some friends, the same friends that we did game night with, and we went to the movie and we went out to eat afterwards, and that was really nice. So we went to see a movie called The Essential Church. I had not heard of the movie until my friend asked if we wanted to go. So I did my due diligence to see if it was something we would want to see, and decided to go with them to the movies. It is a documentary style movie about 3 pastors during the time when the world shut down. That's really all I can tell you about the movie. It was so informative and so eye-opening. I learned things about that time in history because, just 2-3 years ago is history now, right? I learned stuff that I didn't already know, partially because Mike and I, that's my husband, M stands for Mike. Mike and I, we disconnected from social media, cable TV, regular TV. I mean, we cut the cable. We stopped watching the news. We stopped doing a lot of things that were normals for us because we were just so irritated by what you were hearing. It was just not a good time. So we cut the cable, and we have not added it back. I'm happy to say we are still not watching anything mainstream. We do have a streaming app that we use to watch some of our favorite shows, but even our favorite shows we stopped watching because they bought, I don't know, I can't really say why on here because they'll block me. But yeah, so, and we just chose not to bring all that back. However, I'm back on social media. M is not. He has a YouTube channel. It is not public. He just watches his favorite YouTubers. He doesn't comment. He doesn't subscribe. He doesn't do any of those things. He does watch this channel because he's a part of this channel. But as far as any other social media outlets, he does not participate at all. No Facebook, no Instagram, Twitter, none of it. But this movie was very good, and I would recommend it to everybody, not just the churched. And I'm going to say the churched because there are so many different religions out there, but it's a great movie, not only for the churched, but it also, although it has a very Christian connotation, it talks a lot about the aftermath of what happened. So anyways, I would recommend it to anybody. But so we went to a 12:30 showing of the show, and then we went out for an early dinner. So we went to Texas Roadhouse. I hadn't been in a Texas Roadhouse in, I couldn't tell you. I don't think my husband had ever been. And that place was hopping at 3 o'clock, 3:30. I mean, hopping. But we got seated right away. So that was nice. And so it gave us a chance to sit down and reflect on the movie and just have some fun fellowship time with some friends that up until last weekend we hadn't seen since before the world shut down. So yeah, it was really, really nice. And then we came home, and of course we didn't make dinner last night because we had a really late lunch, early dinner at Texas Roadhouse. So around 8 o'clock, I made some cookies, and we had cookies and ice cream. That's how we rounded off our weekend. Today, I had the bee people come to get rid of the nest that's in my backyard. The nest of bees that Benson got hung up in and stung by, and so those should be gone. He said that they would be gone today. I'm like, wow, that's that just seems too easy. But yeah, they'll be gone today. And then hopefully the water people will come and fix the leak. Our side yard is a soggy marsh. The driveway has a little waterfall down it, and there's water bubbling up out of the front yard. So yeah, the irrigation people said it was not the irrigation system. They said it is a water main. And so it is out there. We couldn't figure out how to shut it off. So it is just running. So hopefully, and all I know is that they're going to come sometime the beginning of the week. So I'm not sure when they'll be here. But so I am home because of the issues with the house and my ability to be able to work remotely. So I got up this morning very early. I did actually have a really good night's sleep last night. So I didn't have any, well, I can't say I didn't have any leg issues. I did have to get up once, but all I had to do was stand up to get the cramp to go away and back to bed. So I actually had a very good night last night. That's a big deal around here. When Y has a good night, it is a big deal. So Benson's happy that I'm home today because he doesn't have to be crated, because we crate him when we leave, just because I know that he would tear holes in the walls if we weren't here just simply looking for us. He's very, very protective, and he's very attached to us. So if we were to leave him uncrated, he would tear my house up, I'm sure. So we crate him, and he doesn't mind his crate. If I ask him if he wants a bone, he'll go run into the pantry because he knows where they are. And if I don't give it to him right away, he knows to go to the crate. And so he will run over to the crate and hop right in it and get his bone, and he's happy. So yeah, we're lucky there that he is not afraid of the crate or anything. He doesn't mind it. He doesn't like it, but he doesn't mind it. In fact, when I was rearranging downstairs to empty the room for the kids when they came, I was banging stuff around and I couldn't find him and I didn't know where he was, and looked around and he was in his crate. So he obviously feels safe there. That's a safe spot, a safe space for him. Yeah, so he's a pretty good dog. He really is a pretty good dog. He's still a puppy, so he still does things that are just absolutely mind-blowing, and we're just think he's crazy, but he is a puppy and we have to keep telling ourselves that. But he is turning out to be a very good dog. So we finished I grocery shopped Friday afternoon, but I didn't realize that there were a couple of things I went without the list. I don't know if you heard that in my video then. I went without the list, and so I was trying to go out of memory, and I forgot two things. So we did have to stop at the store yesterday on the way home from the movie just to pick up those two things so that my husband would have lunches this week. But then this morning he called me and he said, I'm going to the dentist at 11:30. I chipped a tooth. Lovely. Lovely. He chipped a tooth. Don't know how that happened. I guess I'll hear the story when he comes home. So I don't know if he'll come home or if he'll just go to the dentist and go back to work, because the dentist is here by the house and not by his office. So maybe he'll have to go in and work on Thursday if he comes home today. They're required to be in the office 3 days, and then they work from home 2 days. But his job requires that one person on the team be working remotely, because if something were to happen and they lose power in the office, then somebody's at home and can continue to keep things running. So they, and this is a new development since the world fell apart, so that they have somebody at home. So sometimes he gets an extra day home because somebody needs to be at home. But we'll see what happens today. So I might have company at home today, in which case, well, if he comes home, I wouldn't have needed to stay home, except that the bee people were here already. They've come and gone, and he said in a couple of hours we'll stop seeing activity in the bee nest, which was right up tight to the house underground. So, I cannot tell you, I cannot stress enough how fun this canvas has been and how quickly I'm getting it completed. There's a lot of multi-placing. So if you are a multi-placer, you will really enjoy this canvas, because there's a lot of places to multi-place. It's a good mixture of confetti and multi-placing. That's the best way. It is probably the best one, the best one so far that I've done that is a mixture of both. And it is just so much fun. This has been an amazing canvas. And Dreamer Designs, if you're watching this, I totally love your canvases. I know there's a lot of faithful Diamond Art Club painters out here. I really like the Dreamer Designs. I'm not saying I don't like Diamond Art Club, and maybe it's because my first one was Dreamer Design. I don't know, but this is lovely. Just lovely. And so colorful and so fun. I mean, why do, it wouldn't be a fun hobby craft if it wasn't fun, correct? So the custom that I did from Rhinestone Goddess Creation was my first large custom, my first large premium, and it was, I wanted it for so long. I mean, I wanted it from the minute I started diamond painting. And so I enjoyed it because I wanted it so bad. That was like my, at the time, that was my unicorn and I couldn't get it. And so I totally enjoyed doing that one, but it was tough because it was 100% confetti. 100%. There was no multi-placing anywhere on that canvas. It was totally confetti. And that, my friends, is not so fun. But I mean, I enjoyed it because I watched that picture come together, and it's just beautiful. I mean, it just turned out beautiful. So there's that. But it was difficult because it was 100% confetti. And this one is, I want to say there's more multi-placing than there is confetti, which is a good thing because there's 4 ABs in this one. One of them is this white, and it is a prominent color on the canvas in the black and white that's up here in the letters. So I find that it's easier to place these special drills, the ABs, because of their coating. I find it's easier to multi-place them than to try to pick them up. I still haven't tried it with tweezers yet. So I guess I need to try that. But the wax sticks to them and it pulls the wax right out of your pen. So that makes it a little difficult. But when I multi-place, I can tip the pen sideways and they come off. All right, what is next? Let's go with the E. I have a little headache today. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the weather or I had it last night. I mean, it's a functional headache. So anybody who's ever had a migraine or suffers from migraines understands what I mean by it's a functioning headache. I have a very, very high pain tolerance. In fact, to tell you how much of a high pain tolerance I have, I went to the dentist a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't been to the dentist since the world shut down, just simply because, time, it just didn't happen. I went in November, just before the world shut down, and then I hadn't been back. But I'm also changing dentists. There was an issue. But anyways, so I went to the dentist. This was a 6-month checkup. And so it was the second time I'd been since the thing. And she said, have you ever had the deep cleaning? And I said, yes, I have had it once before. I have periodontal disease or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, and she said, I had braces at 40 because of it. But anyways, she said, in order for your insurance to pay for this, they're going to require that I do the root scaling cleaning. She said, I could do it all at one time. Your insurance will allow me to do it all at one time. Do you need to be numbed? And I said, nope, just do it. And she did that deep cleaning on my teeth, all 4 quarters, or quadrants is what they call them. in one sitting. Yeah, I have a very high tolerance for pain. And she kept saying, do you need a break? And I was like, nope, just do it. Finish. Do what you got to do. My goal in life is to die with my own teeth. I have a lot of money in my mouth, and I screwed up by not going to the dentist for the last 3 years and have to start all over again. So here we go. Oh my gosh, you guys, oh no, I didn't. I got one more color. So she did that, and I had to buy a water flosser, and then, oh my goodness, did I tell you about the water flosser? So I had to buy a water flosser. So I went to Walmart and bought it. It was on a Saturday. I was all excited. I got ready to, and so I got a portable one that I could take in the shower with me because I don't like water flossers because you always get soaked. And so I bought a portable one to take it in the bath, in the shower with me, and I was all excited. And I opened it up, and it had been used. It was nasty, absolutely, positively gross. It still had water in it. It was so bad. And I know better than to take the closest, the front one on the shelf. I know better. I did it anyways and got it home, and it was nasty. But worse than that was I didn't save the receipt because it was just groceries that we were buying that day. So when my husband said, do you need the receipt? I said, no, I don't need it. And he threw it in the garbage. So thank God that I put it on my debit card because they were able to look up my debit card against the receipt. And find the receipt. They were able to scan my debit card and find the receipt. And so I was able to return it and get a new one. But oh my goodness, that was pretty nasty. So anyway, so I am back to the being very careful with my teeth because, like I said, my goal is to die with my own teeth in my mouth. The dentist said that that's a doable goal if you take care of them. So anyways, there's that. Not that anybody wanted to know about my teeth, but yeah. So what does everybody have planned for this lovely week ahead? And if you've been around my channel long, you know that I love Mondays. Monday is the chance for a fresh new start to a fresh new week. And yeah. So you just forget about last week and go on to this new, fresh new week. And your attitude really does determine how your day is going to go. Because if you choose to be happy, then you're going to address your issues for the day or the week or whatever with a happy tone and not a mad or angry. Yeah. So a wise woman once told me that you determine by your attitude a whole lot of things. And she was not wrong. So I will leave you with that, and I will tell you not to let anyone dull your sparkle because it's not worth it. It's so much better to be happy and kind. Yep. So with that, I am going to let y'all go. I need to go back and get back to working. And so thank you again for subscribing, for watching, for liking, commenting, sharing, all the things. And until next time, have a fab day, everybody.